So, hi everyone, welcome back to the stream. And if you're watching it later on, welcome to the video. Uh, so, today we will continue with the drawing app or the notes, handwritten notes taking app that we were developing in the last stream. So, the state of the app right now is something like this. We have a window with us, we show bunch of different colors in the color palette, and we can draw these circles, right? But there are few, not few, there are many problems with this app. If I resize this one, you can see that it resizes, but I can't draw outside this particular thing. And when you like first launch the app, the color palette is also not like complete. If I resize it, then you will be able to see the entire color palette. One more thing is that we don't probably need so many colors, so I am thinking of implementing some sort of a color picker today. And what I'm planning to use for that is this Ray GUI library, which is a part of, I think, this Raylib project. And this Raylib library has a bunch of different Ray GUI library has a bunch of different GUI stuff. So it has, I believe, a color picker, right? It has a color picker. So I'll try to see if we can get this thing working today. And let's see how it goes. So let's start. I'll just check the stream health is good, looking good or not. Everything looks good, and I think we are fine to start. Okay. So where should we begin? What I want to do basically is have like a, if I start with this one. So we have these different colors. I want to show a kind of a panel on the top, and here I will have a bunch of different things like color picker. Maybe I will have a slider for brush size and so on. Right now this problem is there that if you draw too fast, you will have these spaces. These we are going to fix probably in the next stream by drawing like a line between these points instead of circles. And we also want to control the brush size in some way, so that is also one thing. And also we want to erase things. Right now I can erase by having white color. We want like an erase all function as well. So yeah, that's the idea for this stream. And let's get started with the GUI stuff. So I'll see what all libraries. One thing I did offline was I cloned the Raylib, not the Raylib, but the uh, Odin project, so I can have all the documentations and all the code in my local. So I can go to vendor folder now, and let's see Ray GUI if we have it. No, oh, inside Raylib we should have it, right? Ray GUI. So we have Ray GUI dot Odin packages Raylib, right? And we can use the GUI stuff, I believe. Let's see what all do we have. Do we have a panel? So we have a GUI panel, GUI panel. Okay, GUI tab bar. That's interesting. Let's start with a panel first. Uh, so let's remove this. Also, I configured my NeoVim and I am like back on my macOS system. The reason for that is on Linux. I saw my last stream and the audio was really, really bad. So I switched back to the macOS system that I have for streaming purposes. Yeah, that's the update. Okay, so what we can get started with is, let's see. Right, so we are drawing a bunch of different stuff. So when we are doing this rl.begin drawing, here we clear the background, and I think we can start by drawing stuff here. So UI stuff, I'll do rl dot draw panel, right? Draw panel plane, not plane, draw panel. Do we have draw panel, or do I have to import something else? I'm not sure. GUI panel, okay. rl.gui panel. It takes a rectangle and a C string. So it takes a string and a rectangle. Okay, that's interesting. Panel control useful to group controls. Okay, so we have a GUI panel. Do we have any examples? Because if I go this way, it would be really difficult. I go to examples and can I search GUI panel in the code? Oh, I need to sign in. Stupid GitHub stuff. Yeah, let's see this one scroll panel. Do we have the GUI panel thing? I can do search. Why not? GUI GUI panel. We don't have. That's not good. So we have GUI scroll panel and begin scissor mode. Say something. Then GUI grid and scissor mode. I don't understand it much. What can I do for this one? So we draw a button in the example. Get this. If your message result equal to this, this is the button that we have. We have icons and stuff. Let's just do experimentation then. If we don't have documentation, best thing is to do some sort of experiment. We have to pass rl dot rectangle, and this one would be, let's say 0 0, and the rectangle takes x y and the width and the height. Let's give 100 and 100, and we need to pass, this is my panel, right? And let's see what happens now. Nothing, we can't see anything because we have a panel, but uh, we are probably not drawing anything inside that panel and stuff. That's what I believe is happening. And I'll close this one. One idea is I should do it in like a different project and just have the GUI stuff there to test things out. I can do that because here we are doing bunch of stuff, like we are drawing the texture and all. Let's draw it at the very end. Let's draw it at the very end and see what happens. We don't get anything still. So where are we drawing our this? Okay, where are we drawing stuff? This is update function. I'm in the wrong place. Yeah, this is the draw function, right? Let's see. Okay, I was drawing it at like incorrect place, so now we have this sort of a panel that says panel. And what if this panel, is there a GUI panel that can be one thing I want to do is I don't want to draw these rectangles. Now we have just the panel, and I want to draw it with a width and height, right? So it takes width first. Width should be something like 20, or width should be screen width. What is this screen width we have? Hmm. These are right now inside this, so can I move it here? And screen width. Move this thing. So I go inside the GUI panel thing and I say screen width. Let's see now. So now we are drawing up to the width, but if we resize it, it's still here. So I need to take care of the resizing as well at some point of time. So we have this app. We have a panel that says panel. I don't want this panel thing to be visible. Can I give an empty string? But this panel is still there, which is bothering me right now. And also the width is too much. 50. Yeah, here we have a panel. But if we have a GUI panel thing, okay, we have window box, we have group box, we have panel, and we have label buttons, toggle, checkbox, combo box, drop box, spinner, value box. Okay, we have a slider we can use for the brush size. And what else do we have? Do we have the color picker? We have GUI color picker. Okay, you can give the bounds, and yeah, but I want to see how are we using the GUI panel in an example. So what I'll do, I will do this thing, or this. I'll clone this in my local with okay. I'll clone it in my repos, not my uh depth one, and we need this regui library. Regui, and let's grab for I can use RG, or do I have alias for grep? Yeah, grep is RG. Grep the GUI panel, right? So in the examples we have it at some places. Control test suite. Let's see this one. GUI panel. Okay, we do this and then we draw inside this panel simply, I believe. So we do 320, 185. This is the width and the height is 140. Okay. I kind of want to see how we do this. So I'll do RL dot GUI picker, color picker, RL dot. Oh, what do we pass inside this? We pass the bounds and the color. Okay, what is the color? Um, okay, we pass the bounds. We can pass null, and we pass the color picker value. Okay. What is this color picker value? It's just a color which says red. I can pass the selected color, I believe. That should be okay. Um, so RL dot rectangle and 0 0 100. I'm saying the width is 100 and height is 100. Height should be 50. And what else do we need? We need a C string colors. Um, we have nil, I believe, right? Can I pass nil in here and the colors of color selection dot color selected. Cannot assign value something to pass. Okay. What do we need to pass? We need to pass color picker value address. Let's just do one thing. Color current color is okay. I'm writing it wrong. Current color is colors of color selection dot color selected, right? And then I pass the address of current color. Okay, we have the color picker over here. Mm, this is cool stuff. But how does it work? I'm not sure. Hmm. Hmm. I've drawn the thing, but how it works is something I don't know. Can we create like a button and then it expands uh, like a drawer or something? Can we do that? Can we possibly do that? So the idea is let me turn this thing on. Do I have my drawing thing? Yeah. So the idea is give like a color picker button, and when you click it, it shows you this big thing where you can like pick the colors, right? Can we do that? So for that, I think we will need uh, what do we need? We need a button which is a GUI button 00. Yeah, one thing I want to see before doing this. Did we get rid of that panel? Yeah, passing null. We got rid of that stupid thing that said uh, something. It said, I don't know, the string that you give it. Right, and now what do we have? Do we have over here? So let's start by drawing a button. Um, I'll draw a button with a bound solid dot rectangle. We started from 0, 0. We say the width is 50 and the height is 40. And it says color or pen color. Let's see. Okay. I'm probably drawing over it. What in the world is happening? A panel we want to draw. We don't have a button. We don't have a button. Now do we have a button? Oh, we have a button. So let's give it x of 10 and a y of 10. No. Oh, I'm changing the GUI panel. 10, 10. This looks fine. We have pen color. Maybe the width should be more. The width should be more. 50. Okay. This is the width, right? So it should be 60, I think. Yeah, now we have a button that says pen color. And what I want to do is when this button is pressed, I want to show that color panel somewhere over here. Where should I show it? Also, my drawing area is pretty less. I'm probably eating too much space. But that is fine. We'll see this. So, uh, okay. If I have the what it returns a boolean. Um, how can I do this thing? I want to see how GUI button works. So, button. If this button is pressed, okay. Okay, so it is like immediate mode UI thing, right? Where you can just do an if check right there. And if this button was pressed, then we do something, we do this. Right. Do I have code format on? No, I don't think so. Um, yeah. Let's draw it from the 15, 15, and let's make it a big. Do this. So now when you press this button, you get it. And so this is the like problem with this stuff. Uh, you draw something on the screen. So I can explain this one, I think, on here. So why is this thing working? Okay, it's working now. So you have a screen and you have a button. You're continuously drawing some stuff. How laggy this application is. Probably my drawing application is fine. So you have a button that says pen, something like this. And when you click it, it shows you the color picker for a while and then it disappears again. And the reason for that is we are drawing in a loop. So we keep on drawing, keep on drawing, keep on drawing, and next time the button is not pressed, so we don't show it. So what we want to do is we probably want to have like a variable uh is is pen button pressed, and we say it as false initially, and then we can say is pen button pressed. uh you can flip this thing. You can do equal to not is pen button pressed, and you can do if is pen button pressed, then you want to this show this stuff. So let's see. So now when we press it, we see it, but what happened? Yeah, I know what happened. So what happened was it became false again. So we should not have this inside the drawing loop, I believe. This condition, but now it becomes a bit tricky that how you do this drawing stuff. Now it's tricky. Hmm. What can we do about it? Hmm. I can keep this thing in the draw config. Right, and then what I can do is colors. I need to rename it at some point. Color selection dot is pen button pressed is color selection dot this. It gives an error. We'll see this error. Mm, okay, we need to pass it by a pointer, which we should have done. Now when we press it, we get this thing where we can select the colors. I'm not sure why is this not working, this thing. Hmm. Maybe the control is being taken by this stuff, the drawing thing. When we do it here, it is drawing instead of like clicking it here. Hmm. Mm-hmm. One more thing we implemented is when we click this button again, it disappears. But when we click this thing, it still disappears. Oh my god. Hmm. So we should not draw on top of this. One thing is that, which we can fix very quickly. So inside our draw, what we want to do is when we are drawing this color picker, we can have this draw at, I think, whatever the height of panel is. So we can take 60 plus 10 and okay, this is x. Y I think can be the same as the button, which is 10. Now if we draw it, so we get the color picker over here. Okay. For some reason, this color picker is not working fine, which I'm not sure why. See. Hmm. Hmm. I think I know why. Because the okay, this code is still there, right? I don't think we need this code now. So this goes out. Hover thing goes out. Right. Hmm. So on the y-axis it should be 40. And would we also don't need a bunch of stuff that I'm going to remove from here. We don't need these colors. We probably also don't need this stuff. We don't need these rectangles. Mm, rewrite for now. We don't want this thing. And we don't want this thing either. We don't want these two. And draw rectangle lines. We don't need this. We probably don't need this as well. I can give it a color RL dot red, right? We don't need this. We don't need this either. Okay, the color I can pass from the. Okay, right now the color is just RL dot red. Fix this. Colors. We have colors somewhere. Um, RL dot red for now. Fix this. Now we can probably compile. We go over here. We can change the color. Why is this color always red that I don't get? Hmm. I get it now. Hmm. So because you are drawing it in a loop, it sets back to red again every single time. So I think it is the same problem. We want to probably extract this color out from here, and you can put this color over here. Hmm. Are we using these things now anywhere? No, no, no. Okay. We are not using this stuff, so what I can do is I can create this color in here, current color, which is rl dot color, and here I can say rl. Can I give partial thing over here? So I can do, can I do current color is equal to um rl dot color dot red? Hmm. Color selection dot current color. See, now I'm able to change the colors, but the pen color doesn't change. So that is an issue. That is because I have probably hard coded it somewhere. So while I'm drawing the texture, I'm probably doing a texture in this red, right? So I can simply do colors selection dot current color, and we should be good now. Okay, I select this black color and we can draw in black. I select this blue and we can draw in blue. So we have basically implemented the this thing. One thing I want to do is when I click outside of it in the drawing area, also want to update this thing. I can do it here. I can say the color selection dot is when button pressed equal to false. And this should give me the behavior that I'm looking for, but there's an issue. There is always an issue. Hmm. And the issue is pretty bad. Hmm. So the thing is, I am not able to draw because, so I'm able to draw, but I'm not able to select color because I have, okay. And can we draw about this stuff? Hmm, I think we have bunch of problems, but if I draw over here, I'm able to draw. It returns me an integer. Maybe I should like have a global config kind of a thing for storing all these numbers and yeah. One more thing I can pretty easily fix. Yeah, is this thing. So color selection dot current color. Hmm. See, now this is working because I've disabled that input when uh okay. I can do one thing. I can have a global config sort of a thing over here. Right, and no, I don't think that is a very clean approach. But what I want to do is I want to see if I am inside of that colors drawing thingy. If I'm inside this thing. First of all, it should start from here. So the X position is incorrect. The X should be equal to 10. Yeah, now this is correct, but it is. Hmm. Okay, let's see where it goes. Um, let's have in the draw config a bunch of stuff. I'm going to remove this. So I can have my triangle positions, and then those triangle positions I can. Oh, this is going to be painful. This is going to be painful. Yeah. Mm, so this is my color picker config, which is stripped. Taking the X. Can I do RL dot rectangle here and do bounds? something like this. Yeah, I can do bounds thing, and what I can do is I can check these bounds. So I have my color picker config, which is equal to, which is of type color picker config, and this is the thing. The bounds are rl dot rectangle, and we'll simply pick up these bounds, delete in this. Hmm. Now I should have an I need to pass this color picker config thing in the draw method. Color picker config, and in the update also I need to pass this color picker config. In the draw we can start taking a color picker config, which is a pointer to color picker config. Right, what do we have over here? Color picker config dot bounds. This should be fine now. We should start taking the color picker config, which is a pointer to color picker config. Now if we run, everything is working like it was working before. uh okay, one thing I want to do is quickly, if, yeah, if the button is already pressed, so if color selection dot is pen button pressed, uh and this so false, so I don't want to open it again. See, I get this, boom 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 boom. Hmm. So the order here matters, I think, because if not colors selection dot is pen button pressed, should be coming here. What did I do? Color selection. Wait, what is penned? Okay, it should be his pen. Right now, if we press it again, I have no idea. I have no freaking idea. So this comes in, and if this button is not pressed already, wait a minute. No, it won't come. Okay, I believe we can take a look on this later on. For now, this is fine. Now I want to do some bounce checking, and is out of bounds. Hmm. I can pass RL, not RL, the color picker config dot bounds. And let's implement this function is out of bound, which is a proc, which takes a bounds, which is RL dot rectangle. Right. This is RL dot rectangle. This gives a boolean. Right. So if I need to pass the mouse pose as well. Mouse pose. Mouse pose is F32. So can I pass dot X and mouse pose dot Y instead? And what I can do over here is I can do uh, X and Y will be F32. Right. So if the X is greater than, so what I am doing basically, if I have to explain this thing, it crashed. Oh my god, what the heck is this? If X is, so basically if I draw it, do we have any good free form we can use? Right, form is good. Free form should be a good application. All boards, we have 5 boards, but how do I create a new board? We have a new board. Okay, crashed. What do I draw? I want to draw. It doesn't allow me to draw for some reason. Yeah. Do I have any paint software? No. Good notes. Will good notes be good this time? I don't know. Let's do new. Where is the eraser? Okay. So what I want to check is, so we have this rectangle. I want to check if I click here, this point belongs to this rectangle or not. So basically, this is my X, this is my Y. So, and this is my mouse pose X, MX, and MY. So I want to check if this position of mouse is inside here. So I don't want to draw in that case, right? So I can check if my mouse position MX is greater than or equal to my X, and I can check if MX is less than or equal to X plus the your width. I believe it should be width, right? Width of the rectangle. And if this is true, then we are probably inside the rectangle. Okay, do I need my? I need to check my, right? I need to check both. So this is for X, and this software is so slow. right? In a live stream. I hope I will be back in a minute or so. Okay, I need to replug a few things. Camera is back, but my monitor is not back. Sorry for the interruptions. It says I have my monitor on, but I can't see my monitor. What the hell is wrong with this technology? I've turned on my monitor again, and let's see if we can get it back. I'll do one thing. Finally, I have my monitor back, so I'm back again. And we can close this. We're running the software, which is running fine. So this is one thing we are doing for X. I think we also need to do this for Y, right? So m of y, if it is greater than equal to y, and m of y is less than equal to y plus height instead of the width. And we can return this thing directly. We have m of x. So I'll say this is m of x and this is m of y. The width is bounds dot width. I don't want to keep it. So our formula was if m of x is greater than or equal to x, or and m of x, sorry for the interruptions. I'm back again, and m of x is less than equal to x plus, what is this x? This x is bounds dot x, bounds dot x plus bounds dot width. And there is one more condition. M of y is greater than equal to bounds dot y, and m of y is less than equal to bounds dot y plus bounds dot y. Let's run this thing. We have the color picker working fine, and this is also working fine. Now if we go here and we draw, first of all, we can't close this color picker for some reason, and we can't draw. Hmm. Should get this note. Wait a minute. Should I do this thing? I should probably print this thing. Hmm, I'll do printf. That should be easier. Hmm. One thing I forgot, I guess, is slash n. Hmm. I'll capture this in a variable, I believe. Result. Okay, result here is true. Here it's false. Here it's true. So inside this thing it is true, then it becomes false. Okay. And I believe I'm passing the wrong thing in here. Is out of bounds. Yup. It should have been this thing, and instead of it, I am passing the GUI button thing. Uh, that should be a simple fix for me. What I'll do is I'll copy this thing inside this. I'll do this. I'll 10, 40, 100, 100. Okay. 10, 10, 40, 100, 100. So here we get this thing. Close this thing. This is working fine. This is true. Okay, we should only draw if it is. We should return this. You can select the color now. Okay, for some reason this is not the part of rectangle, which is great. Absolutely great software we have over here. Why is this not part of rectangle? This is fine. This is not fine. Ah, this is too bad. Now I have to. Oh my god. Where is the code? Where's my GUI color picker? This should be using the color picker config dot bounds. Yeah, this is working as expected, but when I do this, it freaks out because this is not the part of rectangle. The rectangle is 10, 40, 100. Okay. And I want to see it returns an integer. What does it return? So if I go back to my regui thingy GUI color. Mm, okay. So we have a few viewers on YouTube. Say hi in the chat if you are there, if you're watching this mess. And this is the color picker. What it does is color picker controls the color. No. Now we are back again. Back again. Color picker. Color picker controls the multiple color controls, which is what I expect, but it returns an integer. And okay. Now this is going to be a mess to handle. I have some bad implementations that I can do. I can do bounds, and then on the y-axis I can have some like 20 pixels more. Not on the y-axis, I want it on the x-axis. So on the x-axis I can do plus 20. Now if I click here, this works. One more check we should have is that mouse pose dot y should be greater than the panel size, panel height, which is 50. To do remove hard coded values. This is what we have now. We can change the colors over here. Let's say we select this and we can draw. How cool is that? I need to write a note. Plus 20 because with color goes how the color quicker works. Yeah. So I can draw stuff now. Okay, that's great. Hmm. I want to log something. At some point, I want to do the resizing thing as well, which will be tricky and interesting as well. Uh, what can we do? What can we do now? I have a bunch of hard coded values that I need to remove, and this I can remove now, I believe. Hi. Also, we were thinking of implementing like a slider sort of a thing. And we are 1 hour and 17 minutes into the live stream. I see a bunch of people, but there's no chatters. Um, okay. So I also want to keep a like a to do thing. I want to note things that I probably want to like do later on. So brush size controlled via slider. At some point we want to also implement a eraser, and we want to implement erase all functionality. This should be easier, so I'll probably put it above. Eraser is going to be tricky, but before we do eraser, we do drawing lines instead of circle, so we don't have that problem. uh what else I want to do with this stuff? I think this is enough for now. And then I want to create like multiple pages. Maybe I want to have the zoom functionality and multiple notebooks I can create. I also at some point need to know how to store this data, and then how uh, and then we will, before doing this stuff, I'll give one. Yeah, here I'll do an export as image functionality, right? I want to have all these things first. Like, these are a lot of things, obviously. So in this order, I'm going to start doing this stuff. Yeah. That is my plan on this application. What I'll also do, I have a bunch of code sitting around. I'm going to check it in. So I don't have the git add hyphen p. Yes, yes, yes. I'll do git add dot, and then in the commit implement color picker. Hmm. So the code for this thing is available at GitHub. Oh, github.com. The notes. Here is the code available for the stuff. I'll paste it here, and here as well. I'll paste it. So this is the thing that I'm working on right now. It's a pretty small application. Webcam keeps on going out. Yeah. So this was it for today's stream, and I hope you liked watching it. And yeah, that's all from my side, and see you soon in the next stream that we will be doing. Maybe I'll do something different if we get bored out of this application. I'm also planning to do some lead code streams so I can also prepare for my like interviews and stuff. If you guys are interested in lead code stream where I draw in, so I need to improve my draw thing as well. This so for improving the drawing application, of course, I need the drawing tool that I'm working on first should be available, because this application good notes, see I'm clicking multiple times, nothing happens, and yeah, I can draw now. uh, so I'll draw the solutions and everything for lead code while I'm preparing for it. So I'll do those streams as well. Let's see if I can stream on the weekdays, but on weekends I'm planning to stream for like couple of hours like I did today. And yeah, that's all from my side. See you